Hello pilots! After yesterday I showed how to open an escalation mission with a chicane on the Pala side starting from Dust Bowl, today it's the farm's turn. This time it's not just about destroying a helipad, this time it's about conquering an entire airfield. Let's take a look together at how the operation went. A different objective, a different armament. Since I didn't expect to hit many tanks but rather wanted to act a lot from cover, I did without ATP-1s this time. And since it was clear to me that I would be dealing with a bolt strike, I replaced the S1s with ECM jammer. So my armament was limited to 16 AGM-48s and the onboard cannon. On my approach to SBGA, I decided to fly over the water this time. Most of the time I like to use the FOB directly behind the bridge to be able to rearm my ammunition quickly, but the approach over the mountain takes time. I also wanted to find out what difference it makes. First I turned my attention to the convoy that was moving towards the bridge. It was clear to me that it would be defended, which is why I tried to attack from cover. All vehicles except for the two tanks were destroyed. AGM-48s are inferior to ATP-1s in this respect. I wanted to put myself in a better position to fight the tanks. It would be best to attack them from behind. Meanwhile, Allied forces have already been able to knock out a tank. I fired another AGM-48 at the other tank and then turned away. The Allied ground troops would already finish off the tank. I wanted to turn to the bolt strike. It had not yet been revealed, but I suspected its position and headed for it. After the bolt strike was neutralized, I was able to make sure that the enemy could no longer spawn helicopters. So it was time to attack the helipad. One helipad less, but still many targets ahead. To change that, I flew directly towards the airfield and attacked stationed ground troops. After I was able to land a few hits, I turned to align myself with the Allied convoy again. From a safe distance, I was then able to fire at other ground units until the way was clear to attack the second helipad. After the helipad was set up, there was still a recon truck and an IFV, which I deliberately switched off. Full of desperation, the enemy tried to launch planes, but I took them directly under fire and was able to prevent them from taking off. Finally, I wanted to put the vehicle depots out of action. However, there's an anvil stationed on the nearby mountain which has happily started shooting in my direction. So I was forced to turn away and realign myself. I was also able to stop the two vehicles that tried to escape and then devote myself to the vehicle depot again. Destroy a few more airframes, attack the second vehicle depot, but then turn away quickly to avoid the anvil fire. Back at the Allied convoy, I still had two AGM-48s, which I fired at airframes taking off. In the meantime, Tutol has used up the remaining ammunition of the cannon, so I had no choice but to wait for SBGA to be conquered. The last compass was destroyed and the convoy was able to capture the airport for Pala. All I had to do was land the bird, and this time I was very satisfied with my performance. The chicane didn't get a scratch. That's it for me. Have fun flying yourself and don't forget, fly safe.